Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Always, and welcome back to Forever Stranded. In the last episode, we were working on a variety of things, which I will be honest, I don't remember what we were doing. I know we were messing around with these ground traps. I feel like we were doing some sort of quest. Were we doing? No, we weren't doing the rockets. That was 2 episodes ago. Um, I don't quite remember what we were doing. I think we made the. We were working a little bit with something, and I don't remember what though. Um, oh well, we did a little bit of automation and got a wither skeleton spawner thing going, and just kind of looking at what to do next. Yeah, we were doing a little bit of applied logistics automation. Anyways, I figured out what was wrong with the ground traps. So it turns out they work fine if you get more grass around them. So they had to have, it's either 4 or 5 grass blocks in the area around them, on the same Y level within the like 8 blocks around them. So once I had that, they started working, and we're gonna get some products from this. So different things, and what we can do with this stuff is eventually, rather than getting cows with the spawn eggs and all that kind of stuff, we should be able to get the wolves eventually through just the ground traps. Either way, it is a source of animal products and leather, so that's kind of cool. Well, okay, leather is an animal product, but you know what I mean. Foods and all that kind of fun stuff. So we'll probably use those guys for a while, and just as I get run out of baits, should be able to make bait pretty easily. I don't remember what the recipe is. Let's take a look. Just okay, it's literally just whatever you put in. Fish trap bait is different, so we're not going to worry about that because you literally have to have fish bait, the fish trap rather. And can we use rice? So let's see. Oh, right. Can't hit ours while hovering over anything, so can't use rice, it would seem, but that's fine. Can I get the rice back, please? Thank you. And we have a little bit more wheat, so we'll go ahead and make a little bit more of that, and we can make some more veggie bait as well. I think I just used up all my carrots. Oh no. Is there any more carrots in here? Yeah, okay, so we have at least one. We can always duplicate it. And there's a ton of stuff in here that I just haven't really messed with, but it doesn't really matter much to me. So what we'll do, if we look at veggie bait, I think you get similar drops. Doesn't really matter, but that is kind of that. So today we are going to work on a couple of things. So one of the big things that I want to start working towards is a void ore miner. And the reason we want that is so that we can get redstone a little bit easier. Redstone is at this time kind of the rarest of the ingredients of all the resources we have and need. So we have about a stack of redstone. We need about 90 redstone to make the void ore miner, and the problem with it is just kind of this guy. So we could make some hammers with efficiency, and that might help. Let's see, we have a ton of iron. We could not string, sticks. We could get some sticks and make a couple iron hammers, enchant them. So let's grab like 2 levels. We need lapis. I always forget about that. I don't play too much of newer Minecraft outside of modded, and usually I don't really do much enchanting. But we can go ahead and get an efficiency 1. And alright, we'll get another level. It doesn't really matter much to me. And why did I said to retrieve. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work. But we'll get another efficiency 1. Store our levels. And we'll just come down here and throw those guys in there. And see if that makes it go faster. I can't even put those in there. Do they have to be diamond? They might. But anyways, it doesn't really matter too much. Let's take those. We're going to need those later. And we're just going to have to wait for the redstone. So the other thing that I want to start working on, well, 2 things. We have a quest that we can do in technological, no, Tinkapow. So making an extreme reactor. Now, why do we want to make an extreme reactor? Well, basically, it's more power. We're doing good on power right now, so we don't really need to set this up. But making this should not be too bad. It does require some yellorium. How much of that do we have? We have a lot of dust, so we could actually do that. But we need to get graphite. And to get graphite, we just need to cook coal. So let's go ahead and get that cooking, and we'll do some other things while that's kind of doing its thing. And then we will come back and start working on that. That is also going to require some redstone, but not very much. Hopefully not too much so that we can do all of it, but we'll see. So what are we going to do in the meantime? Well, we have one last thing that I'd like to work towards, which is the angel ring. And we did this a little bit last episode, trying to get the drop of evil. And gotta not put that there. So we have a drop of evil, and then lassos. We're going to need a bunch of lassos. And we have the lasso for the bat. But we need to do other things before we can get to that point. So, lots of things to do with the angel ring. Not only are we not going to be able to use it, though, it is going to be kind of a pain to make. One thing that we're going to need is a ghast. And to kind of prepare for that, we need to come down here. And we've done this before, but we're going to do it again. We need to make a little fish tank. So probably shouldn't have got rid of this when I did, but oh well. We just need to make a little bit of a fish tank. It doesn't have to be super big. In fact, I'm just going to do something like this. Put torches on either sides. And grab some water. Make some infinite water sources. Oh, right, we can't. I forgot about that. So let's just do this. It's gonna be horrible, horrible currents, but we just need to get some squids to spawn. And the reason we need squids is because of well, one, we're gonna need squids for one of the components of the ring. You know, why don't I just break this? But we're also going to need squids for the ghast. So one of the easiest ways that I know how to get ghast is through witch water. So that's what we're gonna do. I had to think about that one for a second. I am slightly tired, so apologies for commentary. It's gonna be a little off, I think, but there we go. There's still some currents in there, but that's kind of whatever. And we'll get squids in there eventually. So hopefully, relatively soon, we can get some squids, but we'll see. So in order to make the angel ring, first thing we need to do is make the chicken wing ring, which requires some feathers, iron, and resonating redstone crystals. Now to get these, we need to get ender shards, which is a glass cutter. It's all pretty straightforward. We just have to kind of do it. So we have already made a couple ender shards, evidently. Do we have a glass cutter? We do. Okay. So we've made these before. They are highly important. And we're going to need some feathers. And we have some feathers, so perfect. That works out nicely. So we can get the chicken wing ring. I'm going to say that slowly because that is tricky. And that is a bat. We need chicken, which, well, so happens I have one. We have a ton of eggs, so I'm not going to worry about using this guy. It's kind of whatever to me. So we're gonna go with this. And quickly, there we go. So chicken goes in there, and we get the chicken wing ring. And we get our lasso back. That is nice. We're gonna turn one of these lassos evil. And that does use the drop of evil. That is unfortunate, but is kind of a thing. Now, what's a cursed lasso? The cursed lasso works just like the golden lasso. Allows you to pick up mobs. The difference is, while the golden lasso picks up passive mobs, the cursed lasso allows you to pick up hostile mobs, which is required for the gas. So the next thing we need is all this stuff, and we're going to need to get the squid. Now, we actually need 2 squids, and it looks like we've got a bunch that have spawned, so should not be a problem. So there is 1 squid and a second. Okay, so I'll kind of let them. They can frolic in the water, and we'll deal with that later. So at this point, we can make the ring of the flying squid. Now I don't plan on using any of these, to be honest, because not much reason for me. But the last thing we're going to need is the actual angel ring. And for this, we need to use the squid. We're going to need a bucket. And we're going to need to do this somewhere that's kind of safe. So, with a bucket of witch water, we can do this. Where do I want to do this, though? Because it can be bad. We do want to do it in an enclosed area so that the gas really can't escape, but you know what? I know where to do this. So I don't really need this cactus farm anymore. We're going to destroy it. But before we do, let's break the ones that are empty. And we're going to come in here. That is not what I wanted to do. Yeah, that is not what I wanted to do. Alright, we're going to come in here. Let's light up this area a little bit. I have way too many torches. Just get rid of this stuff. And we should have some more cactus in the other place. So you know what we can do? Let's actually just get rid of this. And collecting, composting, collecting. Perfect. So we can get rid of those wires, get up in here, and we're just gonna break all this stuff. Because for now we don't really need it. Let's see, let's get some cobblestone on the bar. And get rid of these water sources. And we're going to use this room as our gas spawning room for now. And then later we'll just kind of deconstruct it completely. So, should not be too much of an issue. We can always get more cactuses other ways. Just kind of reinforce this. To be honest, this was kind of poorly made, and doesn't really work too well. So it doesn't really matter too much to me, destroying it and all that kind of stuff. But it'll work great for getting the gas to spawn. So we'll do that. We'll get everything we need, and then go from there. So just light up this area nice and bright. But this should make sure that even if the gas kind of causes issues, it shouldn't destroy anything of importance, because we can easily close things up. And before we do anything else, I do want to break all the signs. Neat little trick. You just break the one, they'll all fall off because they're all anchored to the first sign. It's kind of a cool trick with stacking signs like that. I think it still works even in current version of Minecraft. I'm not entirely sure, but it is a really cool trick. So if we put this more in the center, put one there and one there, break that. Move these guys slightly. Be a little bit more uniform with the light. Alright, so we have witch water, we have a squid, and this should make a ghast almost immediately. So we have to reduce his health. I didn't know that part. Pick up the witch water, and I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Let me out. So that was not going well. We've got to reduce it to 2 hearts. I forgot about that part. So just put that there. And the gas is kind of stuck, which is perfect because we don't want them to go anywhere. But we need to do damage without doing a lot of damage. So maybe we'll plink them a little. And we can always do this again, but that should be good enough. We have a ghast. Perfect. Alright, so light this area up for now. I will come deal with it later and move all the dirt production probably underground. So with that, we should be able to make the actual angel ring. Perfect. We can throw all that away. We can throw that in there. Do we have any more buckets of witch water in here? No, but do we have any tanks? We do. Let's go ahead and we're going to store, for now, we're just going to do this out here. We're going to store the witch water in there. So the next thing we need to do is start making power. We can also get rid of all this stuff, but we have the angel ring now. That is kind of important. Just put that stuff in there. And like I said, we'll kind of deal with getting the dirt. I'll do that between episodes. How are we on redstone now? 56. Hasn't increased yet. Alright, so we need to make more power. So since we have the angel ring, it requires 32 GP to use. We have a total power of 3. So you know what, let's forget about all that other stuff and let's just get to the angel ring, because you know what, I want that. I want to have creative mode flight. So we need extra utilities. So we need to have more GP. Now there's a couple ways we can do this. One of the most powerful ones is where is it? The dragon egg mill, but that only does 1 GP. So what we're going to be doing is we need to make some water mills. We're going to need to make a lot of water mills, or we can make, is there anything else? Not really. So we're going to make a bunch of water mills. And In order to do this, we need stone burnt, so we need the resonator. Did I ever make a resonator? I don't believe so. So we need to make a resonator. What did I use this stuff for? I guess I just made the solar panels in preparation for all this stuff, so we need to make the resonator. Let's verify that I don't have one in here. Okay. So this guy is not too difficult to make. Just need one of those. And there we go. So there's the resonator. Now, what does this guy do? He uses RGP to do things. We can speed him up, but the main thing that we need to do is make stone burnt, which is polished stone, which requires stone bricks. So how much stone do we have? We have a little bit. So let's make 40 stone burnt. Yeah, that sounds good. And that will make a bunch of stone, polished stone, and we just put that in there, and it will take a little bit of time. It'll use our GP and make the stone burnt. So GP is just grid power. It is a renewable resource that is, however you're making it, it's permanent, but you need to have a good bit of stuff in order to do anything with it. So redstone torches. We need sticks. Teach the system how to make these. And then, can I get more blank patterns? Sure can. And we're going to teach the system how to make the redstone gears, which is pretty easy. And just put these in here. So let's get like 4 redstone gears. And I believe we need 2 more of these. And once that's done, we should be able to make a couple watermills. Once we have the stone burnt, which we need more power. So in order to get that, we're going to need more solar panels. And that'll be fine for now. And this will work, and it will give us stone burnt. So that is going to be just kind of a thing to wait on. We've used pretty much all of our redstone, unfortunately. Kind of just the way things are. And then we can do this 2 more times. And we will try our hardest to make some water mills. Now, the water mills are interesting because they actually require water to generate power, and we're gonna have to figure out a place to put this stuff. But that's not too big of an issue. In fact, we might just do it right over here. So we're gonna need cobblestone. And this is a nice area, so let's just do something like this. Make sure it's lit. And yeah, make sure everything is nice and bright. And we need to be kind of particular about where we put water sources. So that is the key with this, but let's make one so we can kind of see. So there is a water mill. And this will give us more power. That's kind of the whole point. And eventually we'll get even more. So we put that there, and it's going to generate 14. Wow, that's a lot. You know, we already have a bunch of water here. Let's just start taking it. And then we put another one here. And we're up to 16. And I don't believe you can do any more. We'll see though. So let's pop back up here. And we have plenty more stone burnt to make another watermill. So pretty much as you generate more GP, you can do more stuff. And we'll just put this guy right here. And since we can't make infinite springs, let's just make sure that if I put something there, it's still 16. 16. Now both of these are 14, so we can do this. And I think that is max, so we should be at 41. So I can put the ring on. That's my offhand. I guess you can't like wear it anymore. We do need to charge up our temperature, but now we have creative mode flight, sorta. It's kind of weak right now because we're not quite generating enough during the night. So we need to do something about that. Let's go ahead and, wow, that charged instantly. That's really cool. And we got a bowl because of what we hate. So we could make another watermill, or we can just use a lunar solar. And in order to do that, we're going to need lapis times 3 and put in there. For now, let's just go ahead and sleep. And that should give us more GP. And once this guy is done, we're going to go ahead and pick up all this stuff. As you can see, as we break them, it generates less and less power. We are currently at 32, which is exactly how much we'd need. But because we're doing other stuff with our GP, we can't really just go on that. So what we're going to do is just come up here and put solar panels on our ship. And we're also going to put lunar panels as well. So that is kind of the idea why we're making lunar reactive dust. So the lunar panels are very similar. We need some more resonating redstone stuff, but in order to make that, we're going to need more ender shards. We can make one of those pretty easily. And now we should be able to make the lunar stuff as soon as that's done. And this is just to guarantee that we'll maintain power. So we have creative mode flight now. Pretty much 100% of the time. So I guess that looks fine. Let's actually put it there. Does that work? It does. Alright, cool. So we have creative mode flight. And that is kind of amazing. So I think that's a good enough stopping point for today. We can go wherever we want, do whatever we want now. In fact, I still don't know why these guys have so much trouble with like odd terrain. But they do, so that's a thing. Before we go, let's take a look at the journey map. Where is the nearest battle tower? Looks like it's due east. So let's go with that direction, and I just want to kind of see what's at the top of it. So this is incredibly slow flight. Not gonna lie, it is very slow. Can we use the angel ring for anything? Can make other stuff. Nope. So sometimes, I know Actually Editions has a creative mode flight item as well, that I don't believe uses any power. But the kind of caveat with that is the fact that it requires a nether star and it's really expensive. So I don't really want to use that if I don't like have to. So let's just go fly slowly over here. And you know what we can do is we have a glider, so we can kind of activate that and fly. I guess if we're sprinting, we go a little bit faster. So we were walking speed flight, so we should be close to the battle tower. At least I think. And I just want to see what's at the top of it, if it's worth it or not to do anything with them. We should be close. And then next time, hopefully I'll have enough redstone we can get the void ore miner. That's kind of the next thing on my list. And after that, honestly, I don't know what we're going to do. So, haha, there is a boss. Battle Tower Golem. Wow, that was actually frightening. Can we shoot him? We can. It's just going to take a while. So let's kill him. He can't do anything to us because we're like nowhere near him. But if we had a power bow, this would be a lot easier. I just kind of want to see what's in the chest, if it's worth anything, or if it's better just to ignore this stuff, unless we want spawners for whatever reason. And our bow is taking a big hit in durability. Alright, come on. Yeah, we definitely need to get power. Whoa, he's regenerating. Stop regenerating. And there we go. Wow. A lot of redstone, actually. And then the tower collapses. Okay. So if we want any of this stuff, we kind of have to get in there quick. And let's just watch it. So this is how battle towers work. Looks like there is a good bit of stuff we can at least grab. But ooh, redstone. We got 28 redstone from all that, plus some golden apples, fish, diamonds. Okay, cool. So was it worth it? No. But it wasn't that hard. So I will tell you guys what. Next time we're going to work on the void miner and kind of working on getting not only plenty of redstone, but we can also make the void. We can make the void ore or the void resource miner. They use the same like setup, so we can use both of them. And with that, we can get plenty of dirt. It's yet another way to get all of the dirt we need. So might as well. And then we can upgrade it eventually as we kind of go and all that kind of fun stuff. So we're going to start working on that. And then I think the other thing that we're going to start working on is just kind of doing we're going to do the reactor quest and then start working towards getting an actual like base setup with the rocketry and all that kind of stuff, getting all those machines and getting them set up and powered and everything, and making sure we have plenty of power coming in and storage and all of that fun stuff. So there's a lot left to do, plenty to work on, and yeah, we're just going to continue kind of making our way through it. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We have creative mode flight. That is kind of the important thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!